Helvetas decided to have this regional training because PEPA is important for development. Development projects often go into a specific context which has incentives around, which has rules, formal, informal, which has a history, which has actors with specific incentives and interests. So it is very important for projects to look at these kind of elements in order to maximize the benefit of the project. So we have specific intentions, specific goals of the projects.
We hope that participants will take back all the knowledge that they have acquired, also the exchanges that they've had with other participants, and so that when they go back to their projects, they talk with their teams, with the partners, and they use every tool, not like in the same way, but that they use this knowledge that they've acquired to make the analysis a bit more refined, to understand a little bit what is behind the screen, what is not that obvious, and that actually some of the dynamics that perhaps were hidden before they were asking themselves these questions that they have raised together here and that they will raise with their teams, that they get better answers so they can navigate the context better to achieve what they're looking at or what they want to achieve with their project.
As part of this PEPA training, we also foresee a field visit. We are specifically going to Priština municipality. We're going to meet some officials there, and we will talk about specific incentives that a project is trying to put in place in order to change behavior of municipal officials, which then is about to bring positive change in the performance of institutions. So that's the purpose of the field visit, to see in practice how do incentives work or not work in our theory of change.
Political economy and power analysis I found as a very useful analytical tool, especially for governance interventions, since they are quite not as good to be analyzed through some traditional approaches as we did at previously.
As we all know, when projects are being designed, a lot of assumptions are being said or laid. So with the PEPA concept, you can kind of cross-check your assumptions, see if you're leading your project or your problem in the right way. And with the PEPA concept also, you can intervene midway or any given time, so you can adjust your interventions or maybe adjust your assumptions correctly so you can reach the goal easier and faster.
It's very useful to be aware of the wider political economy and power issues that are significant for all aspects, including economic ones. So I think a lot of things that we studied here, that we talked about, will be useful when I go back in our own interventions.
The intention is to provide tools that can be used and incorporated in daily practices. So it's not the intention that we add another layer of complexity in our daily lives, in our daily work, but it's actually to try and make our work more politically aware so that we know where we stand